What I do is I just break the wrist and I hold it going through. Now when I say I hold it, what I'm doing is accelerating my hand. I'm not holding on to the club. I'm just keeping my hand moving to the target. Now if you notice, my arm and club are going to form a straight line into the finish. I'll show you again. Now look here, we have the arm and the club in a straight line. That means at no point did the club travel faster than the arm. We want that with the driver because we're trying to create distance, but here we're trying to control distance. We're trying to hit at the specific distance to the target. And the best way to do that is to have the arms and club working at the same speed. This also will allow us to be aggressive into the ball and not have it shoot off the club face. So we break our wrists and accelerate into the finish. And one more time, we're going to break our wrist and accelerate into the finish. As we move the pin back and make it a 20-yard shot, I want you to see that it's exactly the same. I set up the same, square to the hole, club face is square, I break the wrist going back, and I accelerate into the finish. You can see the club and the arm still form a straight line. Hinge and hold. And as I accelerate into the finish, you can see the club and the arm form a straight line. Now as I get to 40, 50-yard shots, it'll come up here and it might break slightly. That's not important. What's important is through impact, the club and arm are traveling at the same speed. The leading edge and the bounce are remaining constant for a long period of time. We have a 30-yard shot here. This is where we start to lose our confidence, but we shouldn't. It's just an extension of the hinge and hold, a slightly larger chip. Now, we've already removed one of the variables, just like lag putting. Lag putting, we have backstroke and through, and we keep the through stroke constant as firm as we can. We're using those same principles for this longer chip. We're going to just make a further backstroke using the same acceleration. We don't want to get into this 9 o'clock, 3 o'clock where we have to take the club back so far and ease into it. We're using the hinge and hold method. We're breaking our wrist and accelerating it into the finish. Only our backswing is a little longer than a chip, but a heck of a lot shorter than a full swing. This way I'm able to go into the ball aggressively. I'm going to hit a little chip shot first. I want you to see how similar they are. I break my wrist and I accelerate going through. Everything is the same. I'm going to do the same exact thing. As I accelerated through, my hands and club formed a straight line. This is going to be no different. I'm going to make a further backswing and accelerate into the finish. And you can see the arm and the club are in a straight line. This allows me to go aggressively into the golf ball and not have it shoot off my face. I'm able to control the distance. That's what we're after. We need to be able to get these shots inside our 3-foot circle. This is where we're going to score. This is where we're going to win our championships. It could be a NASA or the club championship, or it could be the Masters. This is where it matters. Now we're at 50 yards. This shot feels so uncomfortable for so many, but once you have the foundation of the hinge and hold method, this shot is just an extension of a chip. We're not doing that much different other than just elongating the chip shot. We're going to break our wrists early. We're going to accelerate into our finish. This isn't even close to a regular swing. We're not taking the club way back and easing into the ball to hit this shot. Heavens no. What's critical about this is the same thing that's critical about chipping and about the 30-yard shot. We need the leading edge. We need the bounce to go through the ground the same for as long a period of time. That's where the hinge and hold method comes into play. Once we break our wrist and we accelerate our hands into the finish, the arm and club are traveling at the same speed, making distance control easy. But more than that, the leading edge and the bounce are consistent for a longer period of time through impact, making these shots come off much more consistently. So I'm going to hit a 30-yard shot where I break my wrist and accelerate through. And you're going to see how a 50-yard shot isn't much different from that one. All I do, similar to our lag putting, Where in lag putting, we took away one of the two variables. We have the backswing length, but the follow through and the forward swing is at a constant, which is as hard as we feel comfortable swinging. We do that same energy level, that same effort level every time. We just vary the backswing. Same thing when we start elongating our chipping. We get back to 50 yards, all we're doing is going back slightly farther and we're still accelerating into the ball. So from that 30-yard shot, this 50-yard shot is going to look very similar, only a little longer backswing. We're able to make consistent contact and have these 30 and 50-yard shots feel like chip shots because our goal is to get each one of these inside our 3-foot circle.